Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yellow, 480.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go. Fourth down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Mike Daniels. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have
60 Pittsburgh.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
3 down, 3 down. Big gas.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
I got him. That's me. Play.
On third down, it's Thompson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And it's third down.
Come on, set. 60 or 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Set, ready? 30 base.
56.
Yep.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. General West.
25. Check, 25.
Hey, do.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
And get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Balaj. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New England.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
55, Mike 55. So don't say nothing.
Easy. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Balaj. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Running right, it's Dorsett. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kalen Balaj on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelsey unable to pull it in. But now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Delta.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That's it, baby. We go run.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now Balaj. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel. Shit. Watch the shit. Get it.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
X3.
Again, it's Howard. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go, let's
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Look at me, big girl.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Crouch, crouch, crouch. Check, 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 check. Watch twist. 15.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Then he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tight yard.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Jim. 15. Sponge. No. Switch. What's that? Motion.
They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You ready? He's crashing.
They run with Thompson. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 16 yards, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slam, slam. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Attack, attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Yellow.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Slipped one tackle but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
56, Mike, 56, right.
2nd and 11. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards, a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 37. Check 31. Check 31. Switch, switch, switch. Check 13. Check 13. Slams.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Check.
Watch out!
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Shoot.
15, yellow.
10. 8.
Watch out! Watch out!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Check. Fresno.
And to give this time to the tailback. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check 52. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
55 Mike, scene 6. I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Pick it up. Check.
Hey, rip list.
Lucky.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. A good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, it's an 11th win of the year.